After learning I have IBS, yay, I read the top scientific articles, books, and watched every doctor YouTube video I could find on gut health. And all of it seemed to point to one thing, the anti-inflammatory diet. So I decided to test it myself. For 2 weeks, I ate nothing but anti-inflammatory foods and I didn't cheat. I also tracked my symptoms, bloatings, cravings, bathroom visits, energy levels, and even the foods that didn't live up to the hype. So today, I'm sharing exactly what happened, what actually healed my gut, and what I think is totally overrated. Because if you've ever felt extremely bloated after just one simple meal, this one's for you. First, what is the anti-inflammatory diet? Despite the name, it's not just another trendy cleanse or celebrity detox. The anti-inflammatory diet is basically a way of eating that aims to reduce chronic inflammation in the body by removing foods that tend to trigger it and replacing them with simple, nutrient-dense foods that support gut health. So we're talking less processed junk and more real food. Researchers and doctors like Dr. William Li have spent years studying how certain foods affects inflammation levels in the body. And while the internet loves to overcomplicate things, the basic idea is surprisingly simple. We gotta eat more plants, healthy fats, and fewer processed foods. Now, before starting the experiment, my IBS symptoms were honestly running the show. I was bloated almost every day. I was dealing with cramping, brain fog, random fatigue, and a bathroom schedule that either completely controlled my mornings or refused to happen at all. So here are some of the main foods I could eat during the experiment. Leafy greens, berries, salmon, sardines, olive oil, nuts, gingers, turmeric, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kefir. And if you've ever heard it described as a superfood, it was probably on the menu. And here's what I couldn't eat: sugar, alcohol, dairy, gluten, processed seed oils, ultra-processed snacks, fried foods, and basically everything our taste buds have become addicted to. I'll be honest, day 4 nearly broke me. I was standing in my kitchen staring at a toasted bagel, and it wasn't even a good bagel, it was just a regular bagel, and somehow it looked like the greatest thing I'd ever seen. And I really wanted to take a bite, but I knew I had to hold strong for this experiment because it would have made me feel so bloated and wasn't going to be worth it at the end of the day. Speaking of gut experiments, if you want an easier version of this challenge, I actually made another video where I fixed my poop in just 7 days using 5 simple habits. Check that one out after this video. All right, let's get into what actually happened during my 2-week experiment because the first few days were rough. Days 1 through 3 felt like my body was filing a formal complaint. I had headaches, was exhausted, my sugar cravings were through the roof, my mood was not all sunshine and rainbows either. If you've ever tried cleaning up your diet, you've probably experienced this too. And a lot of people quit during this phase because they assume that the diet isn't working. But often that's just your body adjusting. By day 3, I noticed the first signs of progress. My face looked less puffy, my afternoon energy stopped crashing. Now, I still felt bloated and I would have committed minor crimes for a cinnamon roll, but things were moving in the right direction. Then finally, a full week in, I could tell things were changing. My belly bloat was down by probably 70%. I could tell I was sleeping better through the night. I even felt like my skin looked clearer. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel like I was carrying a balloon around after every meal. It was weird. Like I kept waiting for the bloating to come back, but it didn't. Now we need to talk about something every gut health video eventually brings up: poop! Here we go. Because the bathroom data was honestly one of the biggest indicators that things were improving. Before this experiment, things were inconsistent. Some days nothing, other days urgency, and occasionally a level of disappointment I'd rather not discuss. But midway through the experiment, things became incredibly regular and predictable. I'm talking about the kind of bowel movements doctors probably put in textbooks. And weirdly enough, my TUSHY bidet became one of my favorite gut health tools during this whole process. I loved using it before because of my IBS, but having it when my bowels were actually healthy was such a game changer. When you're paying attention to digestion every day, having a cleaner, gentler cleaning experience makes a huge difference. There's less irritation, less wiping, and it's way more comfortable during a IBS flare-up or regular bowel movement. Seriously, no matter who you are or what types of poops you have, a bidet will improve your bathroom experience. If you've ever wanted to upgrade your bathroom setup, I'll put the discount link in the description. Okay, back to the experiment. experiment. About 10 days in, things got even better. My cravings completely flipped, which I wasn't expecting. I mean, I still love a good sweet treat at the end of the day, but I actually wanted to eat kimchi in my meals. And to anyone who knows me, this sounds ridiculous because I was a picky eater, but I seriously think if you just try foods enough and keep consistent with incorporating them in some meals, you will start to like it and even want it. Some other symptoms included my IBS flare-ups dropping from multiple times a week to 0. My anxiety felt lower, my energy was more stable, and even other people started commenting on my skin, which honestly might have been my favorite side effect. I thought it may have just been a placebo, but when my roommate noticed it, it confirmed it. But here's something nobody talks about. Some of the things I expected to help didn't help much at all. I didn't really care for bone broth and the expensive collagen powder. That didn't seem to do much either. I almost invested in a fancy, expensive fermentation setup, but that proved to be completely unnecessary as regular grocery store sauerkraut worked just fine. What I really learned is that consistency matters a lot more than expensive wellness products. And if you're looking for a faster gut health reset, I have another video on 7 foods that naturally support healthy digestion and detoxification. I'll link that below too. So after 2 weeks, what actually worked? The biggest improvements I noticed were in my bloating, cramping, brain fog, urgency, mood swings, and that constant uncertainty around digestion. But I want to be clear, I still have IBS and this diet didn't cure it. I think that's important to say because the internet loves miracle solutions. The anti-inflammatory diet isn't a cure, it is a management tool and a really powerful one at that. So what am I keeping long term? 3 things actually. First, leafy greens every day. Second, omega-3 fish like salmon a few times a week. And third, 1 serving of fermented food daily. These are what I found worked the best for me and what I enjoyed the most. And honestly, the cheap stuff works too, so there's no need to spend your entire paycheck at a wellness store. As for what I'm dropping, the expensive supplements, the fancy ferment jars, the bone broth ritual, and the pressure to track every single metric of my life. Overall, the diet itself was surprisingly sustainable. Would it be harder at restaurants? Absolutely. Would social events require some planning? Definitely. But considering how much better I felt, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. And I'm glad I learned a few new things to incorporate in my daily routine. One unexpected lesson from all of this was realizing that gut health isn't only about what goes in, it's also about what comes out. A clean, comfortable bathroom routine genuinely changes how you think about digestion. That's probably the biggest mindset shift that experiment gave me. So after 2 weeks of eating only anti-inflammatory foods, my bloating dropped dramatically, my digestion improved, and my IBS became far more manageable. Not cured, but significantly better. That's a win I'll take every single time. And if you're interested in trying a TUSHY bidet for yourself, I've got a discount link in the description. And now I want to hear from you. What's the one anti-inflammatory food you swear by? Drop it in the comments because I'm always looking for new things to try. If you enjoyed this experiment, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The next gut health challenge is already underway. And trust me, you're going to want to see the results. So until next time, take care of your gut and your butt. Bye.